Hello everyone. I am not sure if I'm gonna publish this video, and if you're watching this, it means that I published it. I am gonna talk about something publicly that I don't really like to talk about publicly or to anyone in that matter, but I feel that I gotta say something, and I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to persuade you to do anything. I just want you to hear me out and take whatever you want to take from this video and do whatever. It's up to you. I'm not here to persuade you or anything. But I want to talk about what's going on right now in the United States, and it's the election. Obviously, you living in the United States, you can't avoid but listening about the election and going on social media, and you hear about the election, and you go to work and you hear about the election, and the election is everywhere. And I'm just gonna give you my honest, raw opinion on the United States 2020 election. Let me start by saying that I strongly believe that politics are made, or politics is a form of division, separation of people. It's meant to divide people and put fear into their hearts, to boost the ego and saying my party is better than your party and vice versa. And I don't really agree with that, because politics, again, they just create division. They say you need to be red, or you need to be blue, or you need to be yellow, you have to be green, orange, purple. And that's very egotistical. When you're talking about the ego is always about me and putting labels and names, and I am this party, I am this color, I'm voting for this guy, and this is very egotistical, and it doesn't do you any good. But again, I believe that politics divides people, and it's a way to put fear into people. Another thing that I want to say is that living in the United States, we are extremely blessed that we are able to vote, we are able to project our voice, we are able to choose our elected officials. And that's something that a lot of Americans take for granted, because there's many countries where they don't have this opportunity. For example, in Venezuela, I have many friends from church who are from Venezuela, and I've heard the horrible stories that the Venezuelan people are going through because of their government. And it's horrible. The Venezuela doesn't have what we have, and the Venezuelans want what we have. For another example, in China, a few years ago, or how long it was, the president of China declared himself president for life. Just imagine, president for life. Not a 4-year term, an 8-year term, for life. And that's in China. And we have to be thankful that we live in a country where we're not oppressed. I know that's a word everybody likes to use. I'm oppressed. No, you're not. No, you're not. So we live in a free country. And we live in a culture where we like to argue with people if they disagree with our beliefs. For example, if you're from this party and you're from the other one, oh, I automatically don't like you because you're from that party. And why are you judging someone based on their political party? Why can't you look at the bigger picture and say, this person is my friend, this person has great morals, great values, I admire this person, I don't care what position in politics that person has, I'm still going to continue being that person's friend? Why can't we do that? Why do we have to label everything like he's red, he's blue, and again, division? Can we be purple? is red and blue. Can we be purple? Let's be purple, everyone. Let's be purple. But another thing that I also believe is that, and this might be a little bit of a conspiracy, but I'm just going to speak from the heart. I have no doubt in my heart that the media misleads people and puts fear into the population. The news stations, the media outlets, doesn't matter which one, they pick a side, they stick to that side, and they say, oh, this side is good, the other one is bad, do this, do that. And that's putting fear into people. And because people were easily persuaded by television, by social media, by memes, we automatically believe what we see on television or what we read on social media or from a meme. And we don't really do the research to look if something is factual or not. Whenever I see a headline or I hear a news story, the first thing I do is I look at the sources. I don't really believe the media. I lost the trust in news stations a long time ago. I do my own research and I come up with my own conclusions. With that said, there's also a lot of name calling in the media. And name calling is not a valid argument point. It's just a very childish tactic, like saying, oh, you're this. Well, that's very childish. And a lot of the news media is just calling people other names, calling other people this, calling other people that. And it's silly. Like, I don't know, sometimes I just get so ashamed by the media because they project lies. And I'm not saying that they're saying lies from a political party or the other one. It's that there's lies everywhere and people believe it. There's also another major thing is that politics, not only does it divide people, it's also a very dirty game. Politics is dirty. Politicians do things, they do whatever it takes to win votes, to get elected to the seat, office they're looking for. So it's a very dirty game. And when you're playing dirty, there's also a lot of nastiness and also a lot of corruption. And sometimes, because we want to think that the world is perfect, that the world is colored pink and there's butterflies everywhere, we tend to ignore corruption and wrongdoing, and we're kind of like put a blind eye to it, like, oh no, everything is okay, nothing's happening, while there's a lot of things going on. Regardless of who won this election, I personally think there's corruption from both sides. Both sides are not innocent. There is evil in both sides, but there's also good. There's good on both political parties, and there's evil in both political parties, kind of like the yin and yang. And this is nothing new. Politics has been like this for years. And I just want people to be united, to be awakened, to follow their hearts, and don't fall into this pool of hate. Oh, let's hate the other political party. The other political party is stupid. It's dumb. Let's not do that. Okay? Let's learn to not be divided. Let's be united and love each other for who we are, for our values, because we're all individuals and we all have individual talents and gifts, and we all benefit from each other. But if we listen to politics, politics tells us that we have to be divided. And I disagree with that. Because when you're divided, you're weaker. It's kind of like a school of fish. If a fish swims alone, it's powerless. A predator can come and eat it. But if a school of fish swims together, they form this huge mass of fish, and then the predator doesn't come near it. So that's how we have to be. We have to be like fish. We have to be united instead of being divided. Like, oh, this party or that party. Because honestly, I'm sick and tired of going into social media and they're talking about the blues and the reds and the reds and the blues. And like, can we be purple? Like, Jesus, can we just be happy? And also, another thing is that I believe, and this might be a little bit of conspiracy theory or whatever, but I believe there's things that we don't know about going on the government. And I personally believe it doesn't matter who's elected president, whether it's blue or red or purple or yellow or red or green or whoever or whatever color political party is elected to office. I believe there's forces, entities that we don't see, that we don't know about, that do a lot of damage in the government. And the president of the United States is mainly like a poster child. I like to describe it like the Wendy's girl. Like when you go to Wendy's, you see the little girl, you see the girl with the pigtails and you see Wendy's, but does that woman, that girl in Wendy's run Wendy's? No, it's run by other people. That's how I believe our government is run. The president is just the picture of the country, and then there's other people that we don't know about running things behind our backs. And I just want people to be aware that there's good in this world, but there's also bad. And it's our job to be educated, to shine our light, to better ourselves and unite, not divide. Because again, that's what politics do. They want us divided. They want us to believe that one party is better than the other when both parties are equally corrupt. It's government. Come on, it's government. There's corruption on both sides. And I just wanted to say this because, again, I'm just getting tired. I go on social media and they're talking about the stupid election, and then I have people texting me about the election and the candidate and the president and the president. I'm like, oh my goodness, why does our world evolve around this? Like right now, I'm looking for a job because I got laid off from Disney. Like my mind is, I gotta go find a job. I gotta apply places. I have better things to think about than this stupid election. Because regardless who's the president, red or blue, things are not gonna change. Things are gonna change with us, not because we elected somebody for 4 years or 8 years or whatever. So I just wanted to put that message out there. You take away from this whatever you want. Unfriend me, friend me, like it, hate it. I don't care. But I just wanted to put this message out there. Maybe it will shine some light into something. Hope everybody has a great day.